Hello there, it is Pete over at the Sampleist, and today we are checking out Abbey Road Orchestra Flutes from Spitfire Audio. Following the release of Abbey Road Strings, for the next Abbey Road Orchestra modular release, Spitfire Audio are turning their attention to woodwinds. The Abbey Road Orchestra Flutes feature A2 flutes presented in both core and professional versions. While both feature the same pristine sampling, legato programming and bread and butter articulations, the Pro version also contains extended legato, extended articulations and 16 mic signals. With the emphasis firmly on realism and detail, the Abbey Road Orchestra is continuing to take great shape. The Abbey Road Orchestra Flutes Pro version downloads at 44.84 gigabytes, while the core version downloads at 2.81 gigabytes. Both run in their very own Spitfire Audio plugin, and they're currently on intro sale of £199 for the Pro version and £119 for the core version. In this video, we're going to check out the sounds of the Abbey Road Orchestra Flutes, and then I've put it into the all-important composition. I'd like to take the opportunity to thank Spitfire Audio for sending over a copy of Abbey Road Orchestra Flutes so we can make this video. While we get the instruments for free, it doesn't in any way cloud our thoughts, ideas or judgments on the libraries. We are just working composers giving you our insights. So without further ado, let's take a look at Abbey Road Orchestra Flutes. Here we go. We have the Abbey Road Orchestra Flutes loaded up in the Spitfire Audio plugin, and they sound like this. The detail is amazing, the sampling is incredibly clear, and they sound wonderful. Now, I've loaded up the professional version, and we're on the Performance Legato Extended. Now, obviously I'm using the mod wheel. If I just take my hand off the mod wheel and play something a bit quicker, we've got the allegro legato going on as well. And they sound great. So let's go through the different articulations. So we've got the lyrical legato. And I love the range. If I go up to this high D, it's incredibly high. And you can really hear the breathy sound and all the detail and the character of these flutes. So if we go to the longs, again, absolutely lovely. And then we got the long Sforzando. Now I was going to bring that down because I know these are loud when you first play them, the attack. They sound great though, absolutely love it. And then we've got staccato. Let's go leave the model. They sound cool. And the alternate staccato. So it's kind of got like a longer release. Then staccatissimo. Lovely. Marcato. And I think in the Pro version, there's over 120,000 samples. But you can really hear, like I say, that detail going on. And then you got tenuto. And then double tongue. Triple tongue. Quad tongue. Then long flutters. I absolutely love these flutters. And then trills. So minor second. Major second. Minor third. I just want to go to the full dynamic range, so I'm going to bring down the expression a little bit. That sounds great. And then we got our longs. Yeah, I need to use mod wheel ready for more dynamics. Beautiful. And then performance legato. So again, we're in the professional versions. We have all these extra legatos. Excuse me, I just missed my key there. Lyrical legato. And they got legato slurred. Legato allegro. And then legato runs. Now, historically, when I've shown the runs off, these kind of things I'd program. Yeah, because I play it too quickly and don't connect everything. Yeah, so they're the kind of things I'd program and make sure the legato triggers properly. But there's the articulations. Now, just going through the instrument, if I go back to the, let's go back to performance legato. Now, in the big dial in the middle, we've got vibrato. Or actually, there's no vibrato control on this legato, but you've got tightness. So it makes it more responsive. We've got reverb. So you can adjust the reverb, and then you've got the release. So it's set. If I go quite high versus short. So you can hear the tail gets cut off. And then legato offset. So again, it gives you options. You can compose on the grid, use negative delay, or you can adjust the legato offset. So it makes it incredibly responsive. But I love just having this right the way down to really accentuate that legato. So we got all these different mic mixes. So I love the outriggers. Absolutely love the outriggers. Absolutely fantastic. But I'm not going to load up lots of different mics. So I was going to talk about the memory footprint as well. The memory footprint, as you can see, is 1.26 gigabytes. But you can knock off any articulations you don't want to use. And then it will adjust down to what you're using. So it's almost halved it. And I've just got the legato one that I'm using. And there we go. Now, I'm going to just quickly switch to the core. I actually should have just loaded the presets, and I've got this little error message, and that is completely my fault because I should have just loaded that. That error message will probably stay, but it doesn't really matter. So here, right, we've got the difference. Now, there's no mic signals. We have our standard mix, and then you can see we've got performance legato, lyrical legato, long, short, sforzando, staccato, staccato out, staccatissimo, marcato, tenuto, long flutter, and we got some trills as well. So we don't have the double tonguing or triple tonguing going on in this one, and of course the extended legato techniques. So that is the difference between the core version and the professional version. But you still get the same fantastic sound. And you get all of the standard articulations you'd expect to sort of get composing with. So that is a really quick overview of the Abbey Road Orchestra Flutes. Now, the proof is in the pudding, as I always say, because obviously the emphasis, as I keep sort of echoing through this video, is the detail and the realism. And for me, they sound incredibly detailed. So I've given myself a 90-minute composing challenge. It's kind of like a space theme is what I'm going for, something a bit cinematic, but I want to see these flutes in different scenarios. So they're going to head up a whole orchestra, and they're also going to sort of play in quieter bits as well. So yeah, here's the composition, and then we're going to talk about the Abbey Road Orchestra Flutes. So on with the music. And here we go, it is closing thoughts time, and we'll talk about Abbey Road Orchestra Flutes from Spitfire Audio. Now, as this modular series is being released, one thing is very apparent: the Abbey Road Orchestra really focuses on detail and realism. And these flutes are no different. They do sound absolutely stunning. Whether you pick up the core version or the professional version, they share the fantastic sampling, the detail, the room sound. The articulations, obviously there's more extended ones in the professional version, but you have all your bread and butter articulations in the core version. The legato, again, same, more in the professional, but everything you need is in the core version. And then you've got the 16 mic signals of the pro version, and it's up to you to decide, do you use a lot of different mic signals? Now, I do personally, and I remember back many years ago, before ever made videos, and I bought all of the Spitfire Symphony series. So they were in 3 different modules, got strings, woods and brass. And then the extended versions came out, which had all the different mixes and the curated mixes. And I bought those as well, the professional versions. And the reason being is we're going, 4 years ago? If we come to the present day, I'm still using those libraries and those versions. The condensed version is absolutely amazing value for money, don't get me wrong. But I love having all the extensions, all these different microphones. And I'm seeing the same thing with the Abbey Road Orchestra, because I'm using this orchestra. I can't wait for the brass to come out, for example, as well. And it is sounding incredibly realistic. Now, when I made my composition, it was, I gave myself 90 minutes, and we got the centerpiece in the middle, so hearing how the flutes carried the whole orchestra, and I think they sound absolutely wonderful. Obviously, we've got strings, we've got brass, percussion. I always go to space when I think about woodwinds, so I did lots of twinkly bits and tuned percussion. All sounds great. And then bookending it, either side, we have the sort of quieter dynamic, slightly more tension-based orchestral work. And again, the flutes sound brilliant. The staccatissimo, the trills, the different legato, sounds great. So really, it's, they are really highly recommended. They do sound absolutely fantastic. So yeah, I'm going to be using these a lot. Can't wait for the rest of the orchestra to come out. And yeah, it's just really sounding fantastic. All that leaves me to say is thank you so much to Spitfire Audio for sending over a copy of Abbey Road Orchestra Flutes so we can make this video. If you like what you heard, feel free to leave a like on the video and, of course, drop us a comment. Let's talk about the library, what it sounds like. Have you picked it up already? Obviously, it's on intro at the moment, but you've got to get in there quick because the intro price is going to end soon, but there's always a 30% off for educators as well. And then, of course, please check out our other videos, and if you've not done so already, please hit that subscribe button. Of course, we don't have any kind of affiliate links or advertising deals. We do just love seeing the channel grow and the viewership. We make these videos to show off the hard work of the developers, so the best way you can support us is to hit that like button. So all that leaves me to say really is keep making that beautiful music, and we'll speak again soon.